What's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Dive-In, the proper gaming talk show. This week, just going to jump right into it. Spider-Man came out. You already know what we're talking about. This is a whole. We have so much stuff to talk about. Oh my god! The four of us are here to review possibly the greatest Spider-Man game ever made, and we got shit to say. So without even any further ado, we're going to jump right into it.
I gotta just tell you, all for it. Hold on, sorry, I'm so sorry. I just gotta tell you, all for it.
Are you okay?
The commitment this fucking bit took. I have worn this mask for the last 15 fucking minutes, waiting for us to fucking start.
Oh,
that's fair.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Is very fair.
I applaud your commitment to the bit.
Thank you.
I mean, you got to, because we've been waiting for this game since 2018.
We really have.
Some people have been waiting for this game since they were children. I think my man Bane Games over here is one of those people. And it's really funny because lately we've got these massive comebacks for these legendary titles. We had Sonic Frontiers and now we got Spider-Man. Just killing it in ways that people expected, but also were surprised in a lot of ways. So we want to go with positives or negatives?
Let's just go around and do initial thoughts, and then we'll just dig right into it. So
that's fine.
KJ, since it's been a long time, how you doing?
I'm all right. What's up, internet? Been a minute. I've been busy. What's going on? What's going on? Spider-Man 2. This game takes place 2 years? A year after the first one?
Yeah, I think it's a year or two, something like that. It's a couple months after Miles Morales. This game takes place. We see Peter. We see Eric Killmonger. I mean Miles. Continue their adventures as Spider-Man, Spider-Men, Spider people. They need to distinguish it. No. See, is that a reference? Is it though?
I'm not sure.
All right, this is gonna be fucking awkward.
My lips are sealed. This is great.
All right. It's your impression. It's the impressions all for it. Game's sick. It's Spider-Man. It's what the fuck? It's great. It's wonderful. New York is beautiful. It runs like a charm.
Oh my god.
Just so much to talk about. The story so far, I haven't finished it for context. The story so far has just been so good. And it's got some issues, but it's Spider-Man, man. It's Miles, it's Peter. The instantaneous switching is fucking awesome. Ooh, first F-bomb of the episode. I felt good. All in all,
saucy.
Yeah, just getting a little saucy. All in all, just positive vibes.
I could feel the YouTube sweep upside my head, full on.
We're going to cancel you if you do that again.
Yeah.
YouTube's what'd you do? What'd you say? What?
Who's been canceled? What happened?
Hey, you've been going for a rip, man. YouTube's pretty strict these days, even though there's an adults only section and a baby section, but we're not going to talk about that.
Wait, how many F-bombs do I have? You guys need to warn. Whoa.
You can't say you can't say F-bomb within the first 15 seconds of a video. That's it.
Oh, okay, no, we
way past that.
It's been 3 minutes. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, we way past that.
So that's my thoughts. Ed, my friend, my brother, comrade, how are you feeling about Spider-Man 2?
A hardcore Spider-Man fan. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
My man's been playing these games since 1990s. My man's been playing almost pretty much every game since then. And I want to hear his thoughts. What's up? Favorite superhero?
Everything related to Spider-Man when it comes to the comics, I hear are not doing the best. But I stopped reading them. I think I got into it Ultimate Spider-Man. Started reading it. And then, I don't know, I'll just pick them up and read them, keep up to date with them. The games I played them, I don't know how to really describe. I played most of the open world ones, and those are peak Spider-Man games.
Sure.
I've never had this much fucking fun before in a Spider-Man game before. I don't think I've had that much fun in a game in a while. The last time I had this much fun, I don't even remember what it was. It was it was another open world game. I can't even fucking think of. I can't even think of it right now. Like I'm just thinking about fucking Spider-Man. Great. Like,
do you guys want a spicy take?
Damn, my man figured it out for a second. He needed a minute.
I'm really thinking about it. I'm trying to think. What was the last time I had this much fun? It's the web wings.
Oh,
it's the web wings.
Traversal wise or gameplay wise?
Traversal. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of both because when you put them together, like you're swinging around and then you're flying and then you fight crime and you swing off again and you go right back to flying and I just started doing that. I was like, what the heck? I didn't know the flying could feel better. I thought it was already good.
Wait, what did you just do?
I upgraded the web wings. Like
so it's just better handling and better steering and shit.
Yeah,
I broke up for a second.
That shit's essential. Oh my god! I mean, the controls are already really good as is, but once you upgrade, it's like god tier.
I don't know how if they make a third one, which they probably will, but I don't know what they're gonna do.
I mean, yeah, it all depends on how this game ends.
For context, what part are you in the game? What part of the game are you in yet?
I'm right after you fight with Harry.
I'm right after that bit. So actually, I think I'm right exactly where Ed is right now. Actually, so that actually works perfectly.
That's crazy.
But no, yeah, this game plays like a goddamn comic book, and I'm just so in love with it. Like the combat, the like flow between the traversal and combat and everything else just is so clean. The fact that you can just get across the city in like 5 seconds, exaggerated, but is so cool. Like they just took everything from the first game and just made it so much better. My spicy take, just right off the cuff, is I think Spider-Man 2 did more as a sequel than God of War Ragnarok did as a sequel.
That is spicy.
That is spicy, but I think they did. I think they did just because like all like the black suit powers and everything like adds such a different level to Pete and Miles having his whole shit, and the fact that like they have like two Spider-Men that feel somewhat similar, but the game makes them feel like individual in the same right as well, and that's hard to do. That's really hard to do. I haven't seen a game do it as well as that since the last freaking Ratchet and Clank game, where you had like the two characters you could switch between a lot. It feels like that. It feels so similar to that, and I was like, I
can see why you say that, because when you played Ragnarok, Ed touched on this before, where like even the animations that were the same are still a little different. Like they switched everything around, they updated everything. Even the square, even the square combos are different.
Sure.
Like where God of War, like the only thing different that happened with Kratos is he got the spear. That was the only new thing that happened. Everything else was pretty much copy and paste, like animations.
Yeah, like, I mean, they made it a little bit better. They made it a little bit better in God of War.
I can see why you say that. But then you also got Atreus' whole new... Like, Atreus, they fully changed his... And it became something where, like, I didn't think playing Atreus would be fun, but they made it a lot of fun. I'm an Atreus hater, so like for me to say that
professional,
he gets paid for this.
Top tier.
That's fine. He's an idiot, and he's an idiot in the second game too. I fucking hate him. But yeah. So like to see that, I can see what you're saying with it's more of an upgrade, but I don't know. I would have to say, because you're dealing with two characters now versus just the one, I would say you would have to compare God of War 3 and God of War 2. I mean, and Spider-Man 2. Because in God of War 3, you're going to be playing equally as much with Kratos as much as Atreus. Atreus is going off on his own thing, and they're probably going to switch back and forth just like with this game.
Sure.
I did feel one thing I had was like I thought the switching was going to be like during combat. I thought you could actually just like switch while you're in a combat, and
that would be nuts.
Do a combat and then switch to him, because that's how they did with Batman Arkham. Like you could switch with them.
Oh yeah, you kind of could,
and like do a takedown with them. And, well, they do the takedowns together, but like I thought the switching was a little bit more stiff than I.
Like in the Arkham games, like you could do like the team takedowns and stuff. Like there's an actual prompt for that. Where in this one, it just kind of happens randomly. When you're fighting with someone else, which is fine. I like that.
On purpose, and it just didn't work.
For me, it happens with like every other takedown, but if you're fighting with Miles or whoever else, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Me personally, I also didn't see Miles swinging around the city. I saw him like whenever I would do a crime. Whenever I do a crime, he would pop up.
Yeah,
pop up and swing by, which is really the game, just popping him in there real quick. But like, I never saw him like swinging around the city while I was swinging around the city doing something else. Yeah,
I've seen him a few times.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's a really cool feature.
Because the one time I was swinging, I heard a voice. I was like, "Who the fuck?" And like this quick turnaround, I just saw like the Miles swing away. I was like, "Oh."
Oh, that's really cool.
It's a really cool feature. It's a really cool feature.
If you weren't locked in, you're gonna miss it. But like, I don't stand by this Ragnarok slander. By the way,
I'm not slandering. I'm not slandering Ragnarok by any means. I absolutely fucking love Ragnarok. I just think that Spider-Man 2 did a better job at making a sequel than Ragnarok did. Like, I still absolutely love Ragnarok.
It wouldn't be an episode of this show if I didn't strongly disagree with you. Holy shit. No, I don't know how else to say this, because, like, you say copy-paste. Spider-Man is literally copy-paste. It's the same exact combat system. They did nothing different. At least there was different enemy types and shit in, like, Ragnarok.
Okay. The only thing they did different in the combo specifically, they allow you, instead of jumping on top of enemies and they're still, like, in the air for the combo, you jump on them and they bounce up off the ground.
I love that.
Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? They are killing niggas in this game.
Oh, they
are killing people. Yo, did y'all go to the tanks?
Oh my
God. You web up the tanks, you take off the turret, and then you throw it at them and it explodes. And they die. There's no...
That one whip where you like slam someone, like slam the guy down, their whole back just folds. It's like,
you're slamming people.
That guy's dead.
And you're slamming people like a basketball. Like a basketball.
You say transform, and you're in the lava, the air, with all the heat and shit. I actually kicked somebody, and I saw them in the middle of a recording. I was like, he's dead. Like, he died. I kicked him off the edge in the lava. The pit was there, and I turned my camera, turned back, saw him fall, and I was like, the web effect didn't happen. He died.
The web just burned up.
Yeah, it just saw him fall.
Oh, God.
You guys had a lot of really good examples, but here's the easiest one. One of the characters just throws lightning at people, and that's people don't die. Like,
right?
That's just off rip.
Dude is just
that's
throwing
just that thing that nigga does.
Dude's just throwing Sith lightning at people. I'm just like, yeah.
Bro says Hadouken and then keeps it pushing. It's crazy.
It's like people want to talk about Batman. That man doesn't have super strength and can't lift a 10-ton car. These people can. Like, it's just ridiculous. So I mean, I love the violence from both of them, and that's without symbionts. That's without they turned this shit up. Like the one where like he like swabs him across the face with his fucking webs, goes 10 feet out in the air,
that one's
slips
dope.
back on them.
Yeah. Another one where it turns into a giant ball and just throws everyone up. I love that one. It's so visceral. Fucking
like
great.
I do love the new takedowns are fucking dope, man. Like,
they are dope.
They're really, really nice. It's so good.
Gonna be a negative Nancy. I'm gonna start talking about things that make this game an 8.5.
Okay.
Let me do my impressions first, real quick. So for context.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Because I want to hear that. Because I'm gonna jump on that. Because I have gripes.
I mean, yeah.
So I beat the game. I will not say anything past a certain point, and I'm gonna disclose that as the lizard fight. So if anybody watching hasn't gotten to there yet, you might want to turn it off right now, or maybe turn it off in a little bit. I'll give you like 5.
Ed and I are not even there yet either, so
exactly.
calm down, buddy. Calm down, buddy.
Exactly, I'm not, past that point. We're not going to talk about anything right now. We'll probably do like a second video, like a part 2, after everybody's like getting through most of the story or beating the game, because. Whoo! So, anyway, my first initial impressions. I really like the game. My rating of it right now, just say it out loud, is a 7 out of 10. I do have my gripes. I will explain why I call it a 7 out of 10. There are people out here calling it a 10 out of 10. You might be a little dick riding a little bit. I gotta be honest. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's a very, very good game. It's a very, very good game.
It's real good.
It's a very, very good game. But,
real good.
I do have gripes. Everybody's saying it's the best superhero game of all time. I might have to push back a little bit on that.
Pause. Time out. Let's just talk about this right now. Jewel, safe space.
I'm kind of rolling now, but if you want to, all right, let's talk about it.
Finish your roll. After we will return to the subject.
Yes, we'll return to the subject. But yeah, so I do like it, very, very much like it. I have another game that still I feel like I enjoy personally a little bit more. I do have a lot of subjective gripes. So overall, objectively, it's a very, very fun, beautiful game. I do have some subjective gripes. Some of it may be me just tired of some things that happen in the model of AAA gaming, whatever. But we'll get to that later. So that's my personal intake. You were doing a hate train. I'm gonna segue into that. What's going on?
It's not even a hate train. It's
not even a hate train.
It's just a point.
So negative game. Let's go.
So no, this is just a point. It can't be the best superhero game of all time when it literally is mimicking the best superhero game of all time. That just doesn't make sense to me. You can't be an Arkham clone and think you're better than Arkham, which at its core brings me to why it's an 8.5. It's not better than Arkham. It's not better than Miles. What?
See, the only reason I put it above Miles is because you get both Miles and Peter, and they add so much stuff on top of it. Like, they really just improve upon everything from Miles Morales. Like, everything.
Right.
The web wings.
Yeah, the web wings.
I would be like, okay, yeah.
There's definitely improvements. There's got to be things that make it a 2, right? Because if it's not, then that makes this game a 5, because it's just the same thing, literally copy and paste. Yeah. There's new things.
Let's be fair. The biggest thing is the wet wings, but if there's only one super, super big thing different,
I would say it's
just little micro needles of things that are different, then I kind of see where he's saying, where it's just like, for the most part, it's just like an updated version, not like a 2, if that makes sense.
See, but it's not just the web wings, though. It's the web wings, it's the Venom suit, it's Miles' powers.
Time out. The Venom suit is I hate doing this, and I knew someone was going to make me do this. You're looking at it through symbiote-colored glasses, because know.
Well, yeah.
And this is no spoilers. This is no spoilers. You know, at some point you're not going to be able to play with it.
Sure. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
And so it's not an actual gameplay mechanic. It's a gimmick. It is there for a short period, and then it is removed.
True.
And then it has different powers. It has different animations, but that's it. Like the actual combo. It's like his actual combos aren't different. So
the core combat combos, no. But like the suit powers, yes. You get a whole skill tree of suit powers, which kind of make it worth it. Even if it's just for like a third of the game or something like that.
Yes, but you've also had other games where he had the suit and he had completely different combos, like out of this world, different regular combos.
I do wish that he was a little bit more aggressive with like the actual combat in the game, for sure. Like when he's wearing the suit, I wish he was a little bit more aggressive, a lot more aggressive, because it really doesn't change much in terms of the combat between the suits. So I get what you're saying, 100%. I agree with that. And yeah, it is kind of a gimmick. I'll give you that. It is.
It's not kind of, and I hate saying this. I knew I was going to have to. It's a gimmick. It literally is just a gimmick. If you kept it the whole game, that's sick.
Yeah.
Because now it's just a core function. If in Ragnarok they gave you that spear and then they took it away after you killed fucking what's his name? Help. Who's the god?
Fucking not Hermes. That's
wrong. No, that's crazy because that's also what I wanted to say.
Because it's the same god. It's technically the same god. It's fucking what's his name?
Wow.
Who has the more?
Oh no.
God damn it.
I don't remember.
All right, so I'm gonna move off this point.
No, but we all know who you're talking about.
It's the same point. Yeah, if you lost the spear after you killed that guy, that would just make the spear gimmick, but it's a core function.
Yeah.
It unlocks whole new areas of the game. It's a focal point of the game. That's a whole different thing. Web wings are. I don't like the web wings.
Really?
I don't like it.
I fucking love the web wings. Like I think the web wings are OP as fuck.
But wait,
I think the web wings are OP. But
so I don't like
why.
So I don't like riding through the wind tunnels because I feel like I'm just sitting there waiting for the tunnel to finish.
That's another thing. Like, but here's the thing: if you don't, you have to fucking just.
Yeah, but the thing is,
fucking 3 minutes.
See,
you have to take the wind.
I mean, okay, I don't like the fact that you're just sitting there, but
exactly. Instead of swinging through New York like Spider-Man should be.
So I mean, I guess it depends on how you play. I think it really is depending on how you play, though, because like
it's necessary. These objectives are way too fucking far compared to 1 or Miles. It is a necessary evil to use the web wings.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. No, and I mean, like, it makes sense too, because like the way I do it is like I only use the web wings when I'm like nowhere near building. So I swing up, I hit the web wings and start going. As soon as I get below, building line, I start swinging again. So I use it like tricks and I think it's, that too. that too. But I don't know. I mean, if you're just trying to use web wings as long as you can, then that's kind of stupid. Because it doesn't work like that.
No, you're not wrong. Like I do, like I see where you're coming from. Where it's just like, and it's only because they wanted to make it bigger. But then once again, like bigger isn't always better. I honestly couldn't tell the difference of where I was swinging in Brooklyn to where I was swinging in the Upper East Side from the last game. Like I couldn't tell the difference. I didn't fucking care.
The only difference is Queens. The only difference is Queens because you can't fucking swing in Queens.
Like I didn't really see the difference. It was New York. It was a bunch of buildings. I swing through the first game. I
jump off high ones. I see the Avenger building. I'm like, oh, that's neat, and I keep it on.
And I keep it going.
Like, that actually brings me to something though, because this is similar to how I felt in Ragnarok as well. I am not as inclined to explore in this game as I was in the first game. Same thing with God of War and Ragnarok.
You know what? Same. I
feel like I'm flying through the missions more than I am exploring the city.
That's true.
Because I feel like, what else can they do?
It's New York. We spent like 40 hours in New York in the first game or more.
And it's funny because I was talking with my coworkers. They're like, "You beat Spider-Man in a weekend? Did you enjoy it?" I was like, "No, I did enjoy it. It's just that I was ready to go, man."
Right.
And this brings me to my first very much gripe. Too many fucking cutscenes, dog. I don't need Last of Us in every fucking game, bro. Too many linear walking missions. I gotta sit there and look at
True. They added a lot of that.
Like they added I went through 4 story missions. I get that I got to fight Salmon in the beginning, but then you do that, you get a cutscene. Then you go to the second mission or one of the other missions where you gotta talk to Harry and meet Harry for the first time. That's a 5-minute walking thing, followed by a cutscene. Then you gotta walk. It's like it was just like the first 3 missions. I'm like, I want to kick ass. I want to get into the game and do the thing that you made me pay $70 to do. I actually paid for the $80 version. So let me do the thing that I paid for. Let me do the thing. You know,
everything you just said is why I didn't finish Final Fantasy 16. I was enjoying that game so much. And then eventually I was like, bro, I fucking can't.
Dude, that's a Final Fantasy thing in general. Like, that's
I know, but like this one was so cool. This one had such a cool gimmick. It had it hooked in me. And it just...
And that's why I said I made a disclaimer. I was like, this is going to be a lot of modern AAA tropes that I just don't like anymore. Like, I'm over it.
I do think they added more of those walking scenes in the second game than they did in the first, and even Miles.
Way more.
Yeah,
it's a lot more. I mean, but at the same time, like, there's some that I liked. Like, I don't know if anyone did the Haley one, but I liked that one a lot. That was a sweet, like, just a little break from the regular, like, chaos of the game. That was a cute, like, mini quest line with her and
the side mission?
Yeah. I like that a lot. Okay. That was sweet. I like that a lot. The stuff with MJ, I still fucking hate. I still hate the MJ sequence.
We're going to get there. We're going to have a whole section for that shit.
Are we? I have to
know. I heard about that. I heard about the stuff with I can add to the exploration stuff because it's both of those because I played in the first game. they introduce you to what's in New York with the camera stuff. They do the same thing with Miles kind of too. Where you go to different places, there's lore and everything.
I'll return.
And then right after that, all right. And then right after that, there was a whole entire. There was moments when I'm playing the game. I'm just swinging around, and I combine both the web swing and also the web wing. So I'll be web winging, and then I'll go down, swing, and then I'll just like get more speed, and I'm doing all the tricks like the spin, the new web spin, zip shit around the corner, and like I'll do everything.
But I turned the web assistance off too. I
What?
put it at 0. I liked it because I wanted a realistic Spider-Man.
You wanted the Spider-Man. You wanted the Spider-Man 2 experience.
Yes, if I'm freestyling and I'm flying and I'm momentuming, I want to make sure that I'm doing that.
I turned it down to like 7. I turned it down to like 7. I think 7's like a sweet spot, really. Like 7 is a really solid sweet spot for the web assist because like turning it all the way off, that's rough. That's rough.
It makes the car chases a little bit more annoying. But besides that, I like having a more realistic Spider-Man experience. If I'm swinging through the city, I want to know that I'm doing that and I'm weaving between cars because I'm doing that, not anybody else.
No, I did that purely because like I didn't like the animations, like the swing animation starting when you're like too low. Like it just starts before he even like lets go of the web. I'm like, it just starts floating. I'm like, I don't like that. I didn't like that from the first game. And that's why I turned it down because it like 6 to 7 is a sweet spot for that. Just a tip.
I mean, this kind of brings me to my second and third point. I feel like this game is not as technical as the first game, and I feel like it's a little bit too handholdy. Like for instance, with the car chases, like I only have to press one button for the car chase now.
So they did that. They did that on purpose because a lot of people were complaining that like the car chase and everything were just too tedious and too time consuming in the first game, and they wanted to just make it like a quick like swing in, do your shit, and get out. So they did that technically on purpose.
You had to stop the car. You had to stop the car with the mashing.
I did like that.
I like that. Yeah, it was a bit
but
of
a lot of people apparently didn't. So
yeah, I'm a lot of the people. Fuck that. Why the fuck do I have to do that every time?
Yeah.
Maybe every once in a while to keep me on my toes, but every time
See, my gripe wasn't even that.
If they randomized it, if they randomized it,
my gripe wasn't even that. It was like it's the same animation, like it's the same like 2 to 3 animations for the car chases, and that's it. I'm like, you gotta throw more in there. Like, not every single thing is gonna happen exactly the same way. So I was like, whatever. But like, they're a very small bit of the game, and they drastically reduced the car chases in this one, I think. The first game was like, that's like 90% of like the random crime occurrences were the car chases. I'm like, no one's driving through New York like this. You literally can't. It's New York.
I was just up there this past weekend and it was sick. Fuck. I was like, who the fuck wants to live there?
Right? Like you can't drive like that in New York City. If you, like, fuck.
I think my next couple gripes are going to just be about some things that I've noticed in the game. Okay. So for one, Grimke is going to get them killed. I don't know how many times this dumb motherfucker Grimke. Like Genki. Yeah, Genki. I don't know how many times this motherfucker has said Mr. Parker on the fucking com in fucking gameplay in the middle of a mission. Mr. Parker.
Dude,
I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Well, bro, first of all, they're in their cams or they're in their comms.
How many times is that?
You notice
in the Batman games he oh, sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Thank you. All right, can we talk about it?
Yeah.
All right, because it goes with your point. That's why. Thank you. Everybody just knows who fucking Miles and Peter are, apparently. Because like, being Spider-Man is not fucking life-threatening anymore. Since when the fuck is that a thing?
No, but it's mainly Miles. Miles told fucking everyone. It's like, hey, I'm Spider-Man. Hey, mom. Hey, best friend. Hey, future girlfriend. Hey, best other guy. I'm Spider-Man. It's like,
hey, here's the thing,
bro.
You remember the scene where they were talking outside of the school, and he says in sign language, "Oh, my Spider-Man business." Right. I said, "You're in public. You don't know who else knows sign language out here. You just talking about Spider-Man in hand sign."
My God, you're right. And everybody there is a genius. Somebody stole.
I was gonna say, Ed, you're in a gifted school doing the sign language.
There was a girl that you talked to. What was her name? Odyssey? And she was on the drone team. And I remember this cutscene because you're talking to her after helping her at the school, and he was about to in his Spider-Man outfit. She was like, "Oh, there's this exam or something later." He was like, "Oh man, oh yeah, that's right, you do." And then she was like, "Wait, you know about that?" And he was like, I get it. Oh yeah, I just know stuff. I get around it. People know."
Yeah. Like, I get telling your mom, I get telling your best friend. Haley is kind of someone that they just kind of ran into and met and started hanging out with in his game.
No, let's talk about that. That's hella problematic. Haley painted a mural of Spider-Man,
right.
And then this old boy going to introduce himself like, "Hey, bitch, I'm Spider-Man, by the way. I think about your mural." Like, no, that's not okay.
Oh,
hero syndrome or whatever it's called. Relax.
Right. My next fucking gripe: they take off their mask in broad fucking daylight. Who the fuck are you? Like, why you just like?
I mean,
oh,
to be
man,
fair, they did that
something.
on a roof. Like, they did that away from everyone. I mean, they've been
Do
doing
you
that
know
forever.
how many high rises are in New York City? Do you know how many high rises are in New York? And people are nosy. They are looking out their window. If you see a black suit Spider-Man with a man talking to somebody else across the street, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, Uncle Aaron," like, why would you take your mask off, bro?
See, yo, no, that's the thing I actually loved about, like, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Like, they barely took their masks off. But then you got Tom Holland Spider-Man takes his mask off every 5 fucking minutes.
So unrealistic. Like,
Tom Holland's hot to the young lady.
And then the thing that makes it worse is nobody corrects Genki ever. He's like, "Oh, Mr. Peter," and then it's just like, Genki, you don't want to correct him. Like, yo, don't say that shit right now. Like, nobody ever. Okay, cool. And then unrealistic scenarios. Let's talk about it. We need the MJ scenes cut out. 100%. Completely axed. I don't give a fuck how much training you did with Silver Sable. You bitch, you don't practice. I don't see a goddamn punching bag in your apartment. You sit there trying to suck J. Jonah Jameson's dick so you can get some money, bitch. Go do that shit.
I'm so glad we never got a Genki scene. I'm so glad they never added a Genki scene. Holy fuck.
No more Mary J. scenes. I don't care what kind of taser you got. You're not taking out trained professionals under Kraven the Hunter. You just
I absolutely. That's
you're not
on that topic as well. I love how like the hunters are just so unaware of their goddamn surroundings when they're supposed to be like badass hunters. Like holy fuck, it's easy to take these douches down.
Did anybody get to? Did anybody? Because I can't remember what part of the scene. Did anybody get to the scene from the trailer where Peter was in a tux? Anybody get there yet?
Yeah.
In the tux? No, I didn't get.
You didn't get there yet?
Okay, he's not there yet.
No,
okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's like this. Yeah.
It's almost immersion. It's almost immersion breaking what happens in this scene, and nobody fucking notices. It's almost immersion breaking.
Do you know what's immersion breaking? When you're touring around the Mary, oh my God, what was the name of Harry and Peter's thing going on?
Emily Foundation.
Mary Foundation. When you're walking around, your fucking Spider-Man shit's on.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
All the time. I noticed that.
Just on his wrist.
Freaking out. I was like, those don't even look like just your wristbands. He can like detach some of that and just put it on. Put it in your pocket, dude. They fit in your pockets, man. That's what I was thinking the whole time. I was looking at his arms like,
do something.
Please, I hope nothing happens and he automatically like starts like, reacting in public because it was stressful.
Did everyone get to? Ed, did you get to the Emily May or like after the Coney Island bit when like they're trying to test out his suit?
And they stayed up all that night with pizza and all that.
Yeah.
I got
that place. 100% has cameras, right? Like 110%. And that shit's run by Norman Osborn. It's not run by Harry. We all know it's run by Norman.
Wait, all right.
Oh no, I forgot.
Like they're just swinging around and doing shit. Like
it's a semi-spoiler, but it's the opening scene.
Sure.
I want to talk about just that real quick.
The
little opening scene.
Yeah.
That's interesting, right?
Oh yeah, no. So are you talking about like the hallway where they just go?
I'm talking about how the game loads up and someone's looking at that tank of green ooze.
Oh.
And then someone else enters, and then game start. All right, give us like 2 minutes. So like Norman having the symbiotes kind of cracked, right?
That's kind of wild.
That doesn't make fucking sense, but that's cool as shit.
It's cool as shit.
What do you mean, like have it? Like
yes.
Well, he gave it to Harry. He literally gave it to Harry.
Yeah, that's how I can say
in general is yeah.
Like he looks at him and says, "I'm not going to lose you," and gives him the symbiote.
Yeah, I'm glad I just connected some dots for you right there. I'm really good.
You did. I beat the fucking game. I know this. I know what happens, and I know the end scene of the game. I know things. I can't say anything.
You really can't, because I'm not there yet. But like,
I'm not there. But I actually was swinging around. I don't know if anybody saw this, but
I can't correct your point. I'm sorry. There's some
Norman Osborn stuff in the city, and if you look at it, it'll have him with the green horns and the fire around him, which is ultimate Spider-Man reference.
I saw that.
And as I was swinging through, I was like, there's a few of them, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do for Spider-Man 3, but I think I have an idea.
I know what they're gonna do for Spider-Man 3.
All right, we're done talking about it. Shut up.
Yeah,
now you're gonna make me beat the game today, and I don't want to.
I know. We'll do like a whole Spider-Man, like future of Insomniac Spider-Man video. Like, that's a whole fucking video.
I can't say anything to your point, KJ, and I also can't say anything to your point, Edward. So I'm just gonna go on with my other main critique. That I have two more main critiques, and the first one is gonna be I don't like all the fucking puzzles, man. I just want to play fucking games to beat people up, man. Like, I gotta sit here and decode this and decode that and do this and do that. And
I don't hate it.
And do that.
Yeah, science, bitch.
Yeah, but in the first game, you had an option to surpass all that if you didn't want to do it.
You still do. You still do.
You don't have to do. Well,
it's in the settings, so you can do the skip puzzles option.
You can say simplify puzzles, but it doesn't say like. You can skip puzzles. You can't skip puzzles. They're just
it makes them like extremely easy. Like
if I want to skip them, I'm playing. If I'm doing my second playthrough, I don't want to do all these fucking puzzles anymore, bro. Like once I do it the first time, I want it to be done.
The puzzles are kind of part of
it in the first game.
The puzzles are kind of part of each of their characters, though. I mean, Pete's a science genius, and
you can skip
Miles
it in the first game. Make it
skippable
in the second game. That's all I'm saying. Make it skippable in the second game. Why did they take away that option? This is 2. You should have more options, not less. All right, they took away that option. I'm mad about it. And then of course, the fucking face. I can't get with it, dog. I'm still mad about it.
See, it kind of grew on me. It kind of grew on me. I don't know.
That once again subjective. I can't do it.
I don't know. Like
I can't take him seriously every time he takes his mask off.
I think they made him look a lot older in this one, which I like.
They gave him more cracks on his face. That doesn't make him older. That just makes him look like dust.
Yeah, but they also made him look like they also made him look hella muscular as well. Like the dude looks jacked when he's just Pete.
No, like, you can see from right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
To his you can tell.
I loved the original face, right? I did. And when they redid it, I wasn't a fan of like the remastered version because he looked like he was 16. And I was like, the fuck is this? Miles looks so much older. Like, what the hell? But now I think they nailed it in this one. I think he looks better in this one. I don't hate it.
No.
I kind of made peace with it.
It's going to hit harder in the more emotional scenes. You're going to be like, because even still now, he doesn't look like he can smile. He just does this.
True. I'll give you that. He doesn't look as emotional.
He doesn't. It's like he got plastic surgery. He can't have a full fucking smile. I'm like, I thought you said this animation was going to be better. I see better mocap with Norman Osborn, Mary Jane Watson, and Harry than I do with Peter, and they're the ones face he changed. It's. I don't know.
On that note, and this is one of my gripes. The facial like graphics for basically all the NPCs, not the biggest fan of. I think they didn't do as good of a job as they did in the first game with them. I think the graphics in general, when you're just like swinging around, like the detail. Now I'm playing on performance, I'm not playing on fidelity, so I want to boot it up in fidelity to see if it's that big of a difference. But
I will give them this.
The detail of like environments is just they did. I like that.
I give them that.
I like
I
that.
remember crawling
I do like
up
that.
and I'm like, somebody cooking in their kitchen?
Yeah, no,
I know that if I did it, but I know if I did an extra zoom in, it would probably be like a blank face, or their eyes would be like,
they actually gave him a whole. It's kind of blurred out. It's kind of blurred out, like it's frosted windows or something. But no, I was doing one of the Prowler caches, and I saw someone in a building. I was like just sitting down watching TV, and they were moving, they were doing stuff. It's not just like a static image. I'm like, that's cool. I actually fuck with it. That's such a good detail. Holy shit. But like the other details, really especially cool. Like the environment details, the sand looks fucking horrible. The trees don't look great, although I do like when you swing through trees, you get leaves that fly out. That's cool. I like that a lot. Really cool. I like that. It's like the small things. But then other stuff doesn't look as good. So it's a weird give and take.
I just realized you could swim in the Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
You can swim.
Yeah, you can also fucking walk on water. So I mean,
you can glide on water now.
Yeah, you can like fucking like ski by yourself, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, this game would have hit a lot harder if I just had the original face on it. Like, and as I'm going through the more emotional scenes, the second half of the game gets real fucking emotional, and I'm just like, I can't. This cutscene means nothing to me. Like, at least in the first game, I teared up a little bit. I was like,
whose face are you talking about?
Peter's.
Peter's face.
I thought you were
Miles looks amazing. Miles looks fucking great.
No, he doesn't. All right,
he looks like
fucking gripe. Here's my gripe. The nigga looks like fucking Michael B. Jordan from Black Panther. He literally just looks like Killmonger. That's why I made the joke earlier.
He looks like I tried to be YouTube rapper that failed and decided to be poor. Like that's all he could do after that.
He looks like every mixed kid protagonist in every form of media out right now.
He does.
Man.
He does. I can't.
I'm over it.
I got used to it until a certain thing happens, and I'm just like, nah, I can't do it anymore.
I was literally talking to my roommate about this because I'm like, you know what's crazy? In the first game and in the Miles game, he's had nice tight fade, nice decent minority haircut. It's a haircut you get out of a barbershop. They had to make this nigga look like a fucking SoundCloud rapper.
They had to.
All right.
I have a feeling
I have to disappear. All
right, no worries.
All right, Brody.
I'm so sorry. So, gentlemen, I'm gonna give my final thoughts. I'm gonna ask you a question. Final thoughts. Game's good. Play game. 8.5 still means it's better than most. Is this your game of the year? Anyone?
Nah.
It's a runner-up. It's not game of the year.
No. I don't know yet.
Jules, what's your game of the year so far?
So far?
Yeah.
Oh man. I think I would honestly put Star Wars above this. I'll be honest.
Really?
I know what I was expecting.
Right.
Ed?
I'm not sure. I have no idea. Shameless plug. Pineapple Cone Pizza is the best game of the year. It's game of the year. I'm referencing a video I made. Such a dumb.
Oh my god.
But at the end of the day, we still got like, and this is also a disclaimer why I tried to beat this game so quickly. It's because I'm still playing Lords of the Fallen. I'm still playing Sonic Superstars. Alan Wake 2 comes out on Friday. Ghost Runner 2 comes out Thursday. Next week I got RoboCop, and then I got Star Ocean.
Yo, RoboCop was sick.
RoboCop was sick.
Yeah, RoboCop was hard. Yeah, RoboCop was hard. Yeah, RoboCop was hard. He was right, bro. RoboCop was sick. Yeah, bro. He spent a whole afternoon in the clouds just fucking policing, nigga, rightly. I was just writing tickets. I inspired a young man to do music. Shit was awesome. Fuck yeah. Dude. Play RoboCop Rogue City on Steam. Anyways, internet, it's been real. I hope to see you soon. Guys, have a great rest of your show. Catch you later.
Thank you.
Peace out, brother. No, the one thing I do have to say, one of my biggest gripes with the game is the suits. I do like how many suits there are in suit variations. However, a lot of the variations are fucking stupid. They're stupid as hell. They look ugly. I don't know why they just throw random colors into some of these suit variations. It doesn't look good.
That kimono one from the beginning of the game, I was like, why didn't you just give me the Indian Spider-Man from Spider-Man?
Right?
Like,
seriously, that would have been lit. That would have been amazing. But this one looks weird. I like the design. I literally like the design. But no. And
honestly, let me
hold up. I have to say this.
Go ahead.
They reuse so many goddamn suits from the first game and Miles Morales in this game. There's like, I think half of the suits are reused. I'm just like, I don't care. I already saw these suits. Like, I get putting the most popular suits in, right? Like the Sam Raimi suit, the Amazing Suits, and then for Miles, the track suit was lit, and then the Purple Rain.
There's actually a new Raimi suit they didn't put in the last game in there. So
when a new Raimi suit?
There's a different Raimi suit they put in there that they didn't put in the first
game. Oh, no, I know. Yeah, I know. They already said they were putting that suit. They already said they were putting that suit in. I'm running that suit right now. So, yeah.
Well, sorry, I didn't dig right the game and understand. I wanted to go in blind. So, sorry, internet world. I like going in blind. Fuck you.
I mean, that was a gimme. That was an absolute gimme. Of course, they weren't going to add that in the first game. They were going to save it for this one. That was a gimme. But, no, like, so many suits were just reused, and I don't think they added enough like original suits, or not original, but like other suits. You know, they added some other like Spider-Verse suits, which I appreciated. Yeah. Like they added like the costume suit, which is cool.
Shut up.
That's the suits, dude. That's not a spoiler.
I mean, I don't want to know what the suits are. I still like just being able to figure it out.
You beat the game. You have all the suits.
I do not.
And I'm pretty sure Ed is like at the same level as I am, so he and I probably have the same suits.
So this is not a spoiler. Some suits don't unlock to certain levels.
Sure.
And you don't get to that level by the end of the game.
Wait, what level are you? Hold on, what level are you?
I'm like 43, but there's some suits that don't unlock till like level 50, level 60.
Where I am right now, I'm level 38 right now. Okay.
Yeah, you're not getting all the suits by the end of the game. I'm sorry.
I'm level 38 and I'm nowhere near the end of the game.
I mean, I still have 10 to 15 suits to unlock, and some of them just unlock. Some of them unlock from doing side quests, which I admit. Other ones unlock from actually reaching a certain level.
See, that's the difference between you and I. I finish up everything before the final mission. I do that with every single game. I finish up every single thing before the end of the game.
There is no difference between you and me. Did you just hear my itinerary? Did you just hear that? I have other games that have double the hours of Spider-Man to get into.
You're even playing like 5 games that take 150 hours.
Oh yeah, bro. No way. I took a break from Starfield to play this because I was like, Starfield, fun. I like it. Bye. I'm playing Spider-Man.
And here's my anti-gripe. I don't mind that the game is 30 hours.
Oh God,
I beat it in the weekend. It was nice. I was able to get through it. I got a job. I got other shit to do.
No, that's
fair. The games to play. I gotta be a person with people. That sucks sometimes.
While I don't mind the length of the game, I do think that this game has a lot more urgency than the first game did. Like it really, like every single story mission, it really makes you want to do the next story mission. Like it just kind of flows into each other really well, way more better than the first game did. The first game, there were a couple story missions where you could be like, oh well, I can do that later. I can just go do all this shit first, and then go do the story mission again. This one is like, nah, this happened. Oh, we have to test this. Okay, now we have to go do this. Oh, Miles, I need your help with this, and it just goes. Like,
because here's the thing. I feel like when it comes to games that have cliffhangers and then sequels, when it comes to whenever the first one is a cliffhanger and the second one is a sequel, it always just like, and that's why a lot of people like the sequel in a lot of trilogies or a lot of
because it satisfies the cliffhanger from the first game.
It goes 100%. The fuck in from start to finish. Like you took superheroes for example. Usually the first. It's the introduction of the hero. You gotta have the backstory. You get the action starting maybe like a quarter way to half point in the game. The sequel, right from the jump, right from the jump all the way to the finish.
Just kind of goes.
It's just going. You know, so like I appreciate they didn't waste your time. They did have a lot of linear walking things and slow moments.
Some of that though, I didn't mind. Like especially when you're just walking around as Peter or as Miles, I actually like that a lot because it shows like their dual personality.
So I didn't.
Calm down, man. Get it past the face. But like them, like being themselves in the world, like that's cool. I like that because they're two people. They're always two people. So I like that a lot. I think that's a cool addition that they did. And they did that a little bit with the first game, but I think they ramped it up a little bit with this one. So
no, they did.
I liked it. I fucked with it. I love how I love the real world consequences from the very intro. I thought that was like so real and like, oh my god.
There are not a lot of real world consequences in this game.
And you know what this game's like message is? It pays to have a rich friend. 100%.
That's true.
It pays to have a friend that will just give you a salary for fucking being Spider-Man. Like,
But it wasn't even for being Spider-Man. It was for being Peter.
I know. Well, yeah, but I mean, now that shit happens, and yeah.
But no, yeah. I mean, I agree. It was very much like from point A to point B, and I really much appreciated that they didn't waste your time. There wasn't a lot of fluff, but it started to get fluffy, and then I was like, please don't let this get fluffy, and then it kind of calmed down a little bit, so I was happy about that.
That's fair.
One of my future ones gripes that isn't too spoily at all. There tends to be a lot of dream sequences in the second half of the game, and I was not about it.
Oh, they did more flashbacks.
They did more dream sequences, yes.
The flashbacks. Yeah, but the one with the high school, that was fun. I like that.
That one was cool.
That was cool.
I like that.
That was a good reference. That was a good reference. Peter's whole look was Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was. I love that. Oh my god, I was like, that's cool. That's cool. I love it.
That killed me.
Like the hair part and everything. Like, damn. I don't like that there's going to be a lot of like, I do like. I wish the game took place a little bit further out from Miles Morales. The overall, I just think they could have done like a year past since Miles Morales. I think they could have done that a little bit further out instead of just like a couple months. I think it's like 2 months after Miles Morales, and Miles is like so much more of a Spider-Man now than he was in Miles Morales. It's like, how the fuck did you get this good in 2 months, my guy?
That's really crazy because he's not. His swinging is even like the same. Some of his tricks are the same as they were before. And you would think with all the other new moves he kind of has in his combos and his finishes that his swinging, like when he goes off of it, he still does the little thing.
I like that though. I love that though. That's the one thing I didn't like about the first game. Like the swing animations for Spider-Man, they're very comic booky, very cool, but like Miles Morales just felt so natural swinging. Oh my god! And they kept that, and they added that to Peter, where he feels a lot more comfortable and natural when he like just lets go and just does random acrobatics and shit. And Miles does all of his and Miles does like all of his like natural like, oh shit, I can't control myself, but then he like controls himself and does random shit as well. So I like that. I think it's a really good blend between the both. Final thoughts, a question, and a rating.
Yeah, Spider-Man Web of Shadows is still my favorite Spider-Man game ever. Just the way that they are able to incorporate both suits into combat, into everything. Sure. Everything was so intertwined, and I think I like that symbiote story a little bit better from my personal take. Question would probably be, do you feel like there's so many suits where unlocking them doesn't feel as rewarding as the first game? Because, with the first game, you maybe have had like 50 suits or whatever. It wasn't a lot, so it made it feel more, I guess, more special, more
satisfying. Satisfying, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit.
I haven't been unlocking the suits from the first or second game, except for like the tracksuit, and I think there's a tracksuit. Oh, and the Into the Spider-Verse suit. Those are the only 2 suits from Miles from the first game that I unlocked because those were my 2 favorite suits. The tracksuit is so damn clean, and the variants for that suit are chef kiss. The rest of them, I've only been unlocking like the new suits for this because I'm like, I've already played with those suits. They're fun, but I want to see the new shit, right? Like I love the Brooklyn 29.9 suit. That suit's fucking dope. Holy shit.
I actually was
impractical as hell, but it's so cool. And
there's a Miles Morales 2020 suit that's really
there is, yeah, like the DJ suit. That was in the first game, and that was a cool suit too. But it was in the first game, so I was like, okay, like. I love the tracksuit. I love the Brooklyn 29.9 suit. Way better than the actual Miles Morales 29.9 suit. That suit looks like pajamas. I fucking hate it. And then for Pete, it's the same. Like, I've only been unlocking the new suits along with some of the ones I really, really liked from the first game, right? Like,
right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so that's kind of why I don't feel like it's a little bit less satisfying, but I'm also excited to see what's new. So I'm always checking the suits out. I'm always checking. And like when it comes out like new suit unlocked and it's another suit from the first game, I'm like, I don't fucking care. I already saw this.
I will let you know that once you finish the jazz story, jazz museum
I got that
suit.
I hate that
so
suit.
clean.
It is.
What?
It is,
so
but
clean.
it's cool for the culture, but I'm not going to wear it. Let's just be honest. It's dope for the culture, but I'm not going to wear it.
You fucking racist.
How is that racist? It just looks so impractical for Spider-Man. You're swinging around in slacks. Like, come on.
I don't really... Man, I switch them up depending on where I feel they are in the story.
I do the same fucking thing. I do the same fucking thing. Headcanon shit. Headcanon shit.
I put the tracksuit on when Black Cat happened.
Oh, fair.
I just, because of the name of the suit, I was like, oh, I'm tracking down Black Cat, and I put that on. I put the red and black version on.
Yo, that one's clean.
That's the only one that I used.
Yeah.
That's the only track. When I put that on as soon as I unlocked it. I was like, I need to. So when I started thinking, I was like, all right, let me unlock suits that I'm going to use for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
For Spider-Man, I picked the classic suit with the white symbol just because this is the first game you've had with web wings usable. And it was the first time it was introduced was on the classic suit. I'm like, I gotta go classic.
The classic suit, yes, but I like the Spider-Man 2 suit with like the dark blue, like that second variation, the dark blue. That one's so because it reminds me of like the original Spider-Man with like the really dark blue accents. Like I thought that was so cool, and they do that for the classic suit as well.
The darker red one, I like the darker red with the black. It looks black.
Yeah, it looks black. It's like black or like super dark blue. Yeah, I love that suit. That's what I started with. As soon as I got the chance to switch suits, I switched directly to that one because like that one's so damn good. God. And then but no, I do the same thing. Like I did like the whole headcanon. Like, oh, he would wear this suit for this situation. Like in the first game when you were tracking down the Sinister Six, I wore like the Electro suit for Electro, and then like the Velocity suit for Rhino and that kind of shit. Like I switch it up because it's headcanon. It's good like that, right?
I mean, and that's another thing. I miss that they had descriptions of where these suits came from.
Yeah, they don't have that in this game. That's kind of a bummer. I'll give you that.
I didn't like that. I thought it was because it made the suits from the first game feel that much more special. You're like, oh, it's like the one with the fucking Fantastic Four with the bag over his head. People that are casual fans don't know.
I like that.
That one day he
like the Future Foundation suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Loved it.
People don't know the story behind it, So I think that was really cool.
Ed,
and
So Ed, final thoughts because we already got Julian's rating. It was 7 out of 10. So final thoughts, question, and rating.
I'm at an 8 plus. Like I'm 8 to a 9 for me out of 10 because if there's anything I like the most in video games when it comes to AAA games, it's traversal.
Yeah.
If I can swing around, if I can do things, and even if you give me a big open world, and I like to just explore most of the time. I'm one of those. I'm one of the people that was all the way into what was it? Death Stranding. Back when that came out, everybody was like, "Oh, you're just walking around."
Walking simulator.
I played on release, and I was like, "This is actually really good."
It's satisfying.
I don't know what people
It's
are.
really satisfying.
It's really good. You have to take your time with it. I didn't take my time, So I give it an 8 where I'm at right now. And we'll see when I beat it. I'm probably gonna be just like everybody else. I'm gonna be like 10 out of 10. Like
I'm going to try to beat it by the end of the week. That's because I leave on Saturday for Mexico, and I gotta beat this game before I leave.
Y'all gonna go crazy at the second half. I'm just gonna say that.
You got a question for us or the audience?
Who do you think is gonna win Game of the Year? Zelda: The Tears of the Kingdom or Spider-Man? Like that's gonna be.
I think.
Can I get some other options? Goddamn, bro.
Okay. So let's just be honest here, okay? Game of the Year nominees, right? It's gonna be Spider-Man, Zelda. It's gonna be Baldur's Gate. It's gonna be. It might be Final Fantasy, and then it's gonna be Mario Wonder.
Let's get the fucking shit. It's gonna be Jedi Fallen Order and
it might be Jedi Fallen Order.
Legacy.
If people fucking remember Jedi Fallen Order, because that came out like at the beginning of the year, That like
and Hogwarts Legacy is the biggest Harry Potter game in the last 15 years, and Harry Potter is one of the biggest
I will say, yeah. Star Wars will be in the running as well. Star Wars will be in the running.
Start that shit, bro.
Star Wars will be in the running, and probably so will Alan Wake 2.
I don't know. That's gonna be tricky.
I still say it's gonna be Baldur's Gate. I still say it's going to be Baldur's Gate because I'm a fucking nerd.
And I'm talking about I'm talking about what's going to make it in because they usually only have like 5 selections.
No, dude. So, Game of the Year nominees, they usually have like 6 at least.
All right, 6
to 7. Like last year they had, they had a lot of releases this year, so they might bump it up. Like last year they had 7 nominees.
If they put a secondary list and they put extra games for like a separate Game of the Year, like second Game of the Year or whatever, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
If they happen to put Cyberpunk on there, I would vote for Cyberpunk.
No, right? Oh my God. The 2.0 is basically a brand new goddamn game.
God, I love you, but fuck you. That is bullshit.
KJ came out with the same thing last year. KJ said the same thing last year. He said Cyberpunk was his Game of the Year because that's the one he spent the most time on. So
yeah, but it's not a new
game. It's not.
It is
a
DLC, and they know that. It's not going to make it. It says, I'm going to burn somebody to the ground. God damn it.
Final thoughts on my end. I think this is the best Spider-Man game they've ever come out with. Just from performance level, story level, gameplay level. Like, Web of Shadows is amazing. Ultimate Spider-Man's great. Shattered Dimensions is incredible. I still think that this game did a better job. I don't know. I love the traversal. I loved what?
But also, those games did something that this game hasn't done yet, so they still have their value.
True. No. I'm not saying they don't have their value. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying, like, if you're ranking Spider-Man games, this game is still on top. I'm saying this is the best Spider-Man game they've come out with. Followed by Miles Morales extremely closely because I like Miles Morales better than the first Spider-Man game. Hot take. That's pretty much a common take at this point.
My hot take. I'll go Web of Shadows before all these games because the combat is still.
See, I would do
more combo potential.
So you know here's my question for y'all. Top 3 Spider-Man games. No. Do top 5. Just off the cuff, really quick. Off the cuff. And also, my rating for this is a 9 out of 10.
I would do. I would go Web of Shadows, Ultimate Spider-Man, and then.
Damn, you're putting Ultimate Spider-Man above all the Insomniac Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's just way too many AAA tropes in this game for me. I'm sorry.
See, I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't include a lot of like traditional AAA bullshit.
There's a couple more that don't really happen much until the second half of the game, and I'm just like, all right, well, this is kind of boring. I don't like this.
Fair, like to be fair, like I'm rating it a 9 out of 10 when I'm halfway through. So we'll see what happens in the second half.
I also do believe, hot take, I guess it's a hot take, that the first game story was a little bit better than this game story.
I've heard that. I've heard a lot of people say it's like the first game is a lot more emotional than this one. This one literally is like a comic book. But I'm also okay with that. I fuck with that heavy because this game literally plays like a comic book. And I'm in love with it. Because
having a sequel, there's always going to be, especially if you do it a certain way, there's going to be less shock value, less awe. Like the first game is coming out after how many years of not having a Spider-Man game, and then they knocked it out the park as much as they did. There was a whole shock value there as well as the quality of the story.
And that's why I think that this game, like, does not have as much of an incentive to do all the stuff that you did in the first game. So people finish this game a lot faster.
Right. And so I just kind of feel like the shock value was a little bit lower. You knew what you were expecting from this game. And it's just like, that's why, honestly, I'm more hyped for Alan Wake 2 because I have no idea what the fuck
no one does, dude. Alan Wake is such a freaking mystery. Like, God.
It's so elusive. And, like, they can flip it on its head at any time and kill somebody or do this, you do that. I know Peter's going to survive this. Bill's probably going to beat up Spider-Man 3. He ain't going to die. Fuck?
Yeah, but it's the side characters you don't know about. It's all the side characters that are up for grabs.
That's true.
All of them are up for grabs. So, anyways, top 3 Spider-Man games. Really quick. Just real quick.
I'm going to give it to this one. Then I'm going to do... Spider-Man 2018 just because of that. Yeah, the story at the end.
Fair.
And then the first one, I'm gonna go take it way back. Spider-Man on the PS1.
Oh shit!
Yes.
So that's our number one.
Yeah, that's my first one.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Also, Mitch, do your top 3 Spider-Man franchise. You can't use the same game in the second franchise. Like,
yes, you can. Calm down. Calm down.
So Spider-Man movies are 1, 2, and 3.
Hey, I mean, they fucking might be.
They fucking
might be. Across the Spider-Verse, by the way. And also, top 3 for me. Number 1 is this one. Number 1 is Spider-Man 2. Marvel Spider-Man 2. Number 2 is definitely Shattered Dimensions. Fucking love Shattered Dimensions. That one was really good. That was my first animated Spider-Man game that I fucking adored because you just played as all of the fucking. It was like an Into the Spider-Verse game, basically. Right. Like, it was so damn good. And then number 3. That's probably where they got the idea from, to be honest. Number 3 is people are gonna hate on me for it, but it's PlayStation 3 Spider-Man 3. I love that game so much.
I could see that.
Because they changed up the animation when you were in the black suit versus the regular suit. And because when you're swinging around and when you dive, he goes animalistic. He goes reaches out like that, and it's so cool. And I mean, that was back the movie was. It is what it is, right? But the game was great.
And I love Spider-Man fucking 3. That movie's fucking great. And if you say otherwise, you fucking cut your off. You're not a Spider-Man fan. Fuck you.
The movie is the movie, all right? The movie has a lot of issues. Great. But I love the fact that you could play
with the ladies. It was great.
That was cringe as fuck, and we all knew that. But I love the fact in the third game that you can play as New Goblin. That was great. I fucking love really that. Cool. That was so cool. You can fly around the city on the fucking surfboard thing. So dumb. So stupid. The character's fucking retarded. But I love that mechanic. It was cool as hell.
Yeah. One more question. Sorry. First Spider-Man game. Mine was Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire.
My first one was Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, it was the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
That was the
Spider-Man 1 PlayStation 1.
Well, yeah, that was old.
I can't wait to get old. What's your first Spider-Man game? Spider-Man 2, Marvel's on PS5.
That was like the old animated show Spider-Man game, right?
Yeah, it was and Venom was in that too.
Yeah.
So it was Carnage.
Yeah, that game is classic. Holy shit. But all right, well, we've been doing this for a while. Sorry about the long ass video, guys, but this is our most anticipated game of this year, most likely for all of us. It was on all of our lists from last year. So how do you feel about Spider-Man 2? How do you like the game? Do you agree with our takes? What are some of your negative takes? Because there's most of it's positive, so we want to hear your negatives. Let us know everything in the comment section below. If you like this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, you haven't done that yet. Also, check us out on Spotify. This video will be going up on Spotify as well. So check us out there for exclusive video podcasts. We love to see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay excellent. And thank you for coming on. Jules, thank you for coming on. KJ's gone, but thanks, buddy.
Let me ask one more question. Would y'all rather us give away a PlayStation Portal or a Steam Deck for Christmas?
Oh my God, that's a nothing burger. It's obviously the Steam Deck. Fuck the PlayStation Portal. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.